Now let's meet our GE Masters, Jill.
Thank you for PME. So now we'll move on to the session, which is the evaluation session. And our first evaluator is Angel Yan. And Angel, she is from the Department of Foreign Literature.
Foreign Language and Literature.
Foreign Language and Literature, and she has been joining Toastmaster since a few years ago, so she's a well-experienced evaluator. And today is a speaker. The lady she's going to evaluating is Jacqueline. So let's welcome Angel.
Hello everyone. Today I'm Jacqueline's evaluator, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
Hi, Angel. Hi. And before starting, I want to give the brief review about her speech. And she's separating for three parts. First one is for motivation, and second one is she gave the 4 steps from set a clear goals, search yourself rather than search your issue, check material or resources as the supporting details on the internet, and reconfirm and concentrate your speech. And the last part is the restatement. And Jacqueline is well experienced in delivering public speech, and her speaking fluency and pronunciation reach a certain level, and the speech is appropriate for listeners to catch the point. And besides, her speech is well organized. She expressed her ideas step by step, and at the same time gives more details in each point. And I believe that she is a great model for us to learn. And however, there are still 2 things which you can enhance next time. First one is you can have more eye contact with your left-hand side audience, and the second you can have bigger movement. The large gesture let the audience feel your confidence, and the speech is more convincing. To sum up, this topic is helpful for us, especially who wants to make the speech have a progress. And I hope you can quickly have another speech to enlighten us. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. Go back to Jill.
Thank you for Jacqueline's evaluation. It's always as amazing as I expect. So our next speaker is he's from mechanical engineering. Maybe mechanical. Oh no, he's from electronical engineering. But the name sounds similar. And he has been Toastmaster. I guess since he was a freshman, he has been Toastmaster more than maybe 4 years. So he's way much more experienced than we can imagine. So let's welcome his evaluation. Let's welcome Leo.
Hi everyone, my name is Leo, and today I'm Style's evaluator. So I believe that all of us in this room will already be in the education system for over 10 years. And today, Style leads us to dive into the question behind the education system, like why we need to receive the education and what is the problem about it. Like, are you satisfied with the current education system? So like at the beginning of the speech, she asked us the question, like, what do you think we need to receive the education? So to list the three reasons. Like first is it to make ourselves better, or is it for job training, or is it for like cultivate our self-interest? So like she interact with the audience, and it's a good way to gather the audience attention like at the very beginning. And we will start to think about questions and how is the question related to the topic. Because the topic is about unsatisfactory education. So maybe there's something like she wants to tell us that something she's not satisfied with. So it is a good way to grab the attention, and we will start to expecting what is the next thing she wants to tell us. So, and after this part, she explain the reason like why she feels like it's unsatisfactory, because when our expectation different from the when it's the result different from the expectation, we will feel unsatisfactory, and it brings out the main reasons like. Because maybe we learn the calculus, we learn the literature. So it's this kind of courses really related to the professional skills we need like in the future job. So it's bring out like the main topic about her speech is about what is education system for. So she listed 3 points. The first is about actually education system is about converting information into knowledge. And the second thing is because the practical value it will varies along with the time. And the third point is the practical thing. The practical thing is actually not everything. So actually overall, I think she wants to discuss about what is the education system for, and I think it's a good process for the audience to rethink about why we need to receive each kind of courses and how is it practical in the future. And so as your evaluator, I think I will give you some suggestions in the speech structure. The first thing is, I think in the opening you ask the question and you list 3 reasons, but actually the only thing you focus on is about job training. So I think it's better way to like drop other 2 things. Maybe like you just say like a lot of people think about relate to the education system and the job training. So you want to talk about this, but you raise 3 questions, and also other people raise up for other reasons. So if you didn't mention it, and I will feel kind of confused, like why you mentioned this kind of topic. And the second one is about the structure in your topic, because actually your topic is about unsatisfactory education, but I think the whole main topic is actually about what is behind the education system and why we need it. So I think maybe you can modify it a little bit. So overall, I think you did a great job, and let's get started a lot of round of applause. So
Thank you for Leo's evaluation. It's amazing. And our next speaker, he sort of graduated, but haven't really graduated, and he's from the Department of Architecture. So let's welcome Click Chen.
Okay, my name is Click. You know Click.
Hi, Click.
Okay, everyone, okay, I think that you are still remember what the Greg said, the failure is the mother of success. I think this is the very common issue that we will face in the future, especially like me, I graduated from the school now, and I need to start my career. So I think I learned a lot of reason from this topic and your speech. So I think everyone can learn a lot of valuable parts and cherish it. She shared her own experience about how to be a musician, and she's a teacher now, and she has a lot of students to learn from her. So I think she has felt a lot of frustration and failure in her ways to be a successful musician. But in her speech, she showed a lot of how he get back to the frustration and how to be brave and explore in the unpredictable and unstable future. So she showed a lot, and the special part is she mentioned the people who inspired her, and the name is John Connell, and she showed her how she get back from the 7 times of the failure. So I think everyone can find your idols in your own department or your own profession. So this part, so everyone should learn from this that can find your own idol. But I think there a little part or you should improve your next time. That is, you are the musician, but the audience will want to know what's the success for a musician is, such as what is your dream and what's your goal and what's your definition of success. Maybe you can say, maybe 1 year I will stand in my stage and invite all the audience to my stage for free. That's I think that will be your definition of success. So if you want, I want to get some suggestion for you is how the drum tunnel change in your life when you are failure, and what's your next step to be your successful musician. Okay, and that's thank you.
So thank you for our 3 evaluators. I feel like they have done a great job. And actually this is my first time being a junior evaluator, but I feel like they really done a great job and really engaged in speaker's speech and try to they're really engaged in the speech and they try to give some. They have gave some really concrete and specific example of what you saw and what kind of recommendation that you like to give your speakers. And I feel like this part you done a really great job. And maybe next time it would be nice to, instead of saying that you should do this and then you should do this, then you will take your speech to the next level. Maybe we can say this and some suggestion that I would like to recommend our speaker. If he would try this one, he would like to challenge himself, then next time it would be even greater than this time. I mean, this time they have done a really great job. So it was really nice to have 3 of this evaluator. And when I was when we was in the title topic session, I really liked today's topic, and we have to give the big thanks to our table topic master, James, because he chose a really great topic, really good and easy to have something to come into your mind, which is what's your favorite food? And as we would just play it again, a lot of food just comes into my mind, and I can even pick the one that I love the most. So I feel like I would like to play more. And for Heidi, actually this is the first time I tried an English speaking workshop. And because this is the brand new session, so I feel like you have prepared a lot to try to explain to us how to play this game. And by asking those officers to play the game and try to demonstrate in front of us to tell us how to play this game. So I really appreciated this great example. So let's back to TME. So thank you for all of the